Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and I'm lucky enough to be one of the few, if not the only full-time PokeMMO content creator on Twitch and on YouTube. So I think it's my place and it's my responsibility to kind of talk about all of the new and upcoming PokeMMO content creators, shout out what they're doing right, and sort of essentially talk about what other people can do or what you can do if you want to become a PokeMMO content creator. Now, this could probably work for most YouTube stuff, and this is just what I've learned over my past, I think 14, 15 months or so at this point, 14 or 15 months of full-time YouTube and in my journey and how I grew and everything. And I think the most important features, and I'll try to give pragmatic examples. I'm not just going to sit here and ramble and say, work hard and get lucky, notice the algorithm, etc., etc. I'm going to try to give like real specific pragmatic examples. So first things first, I want to talk about being different. And this kind of goes along with another one, but being different is super important. So having a reason why people come to your channel, having a specialty of some sort can be a reason for this. A good pragmatic example is someone like AFC Adino. He spent a lot of time practicing PokeMMO PvP or just Pokemon PvP in a ton of different ways. He's very informed. He has a huge understanding of the current metagame usually, as well as just Pokemon PvP down to a very in-depth level. So if you like Pokemon PvP or PokeMMO PvP, definitely check out AFC Adino. Everyone I mentioned will be linked, their channels will be linked down in the description below, but I think that's a huge one. Being able to stand out in some way, having a reason for people to come to your channel and not to my channel, or not to Gitsmergen, or not to Tnums, or someone else, right? You have to have a reason that people would come to you, and that reason can be entertainment value, that reason can be excitement, and you know, hype sort of atmosphere. It could be a chill sort of atmosphere. It can be a lot of things, right? But it's really important to have something that lets you stand out. It could also be, like I mentioned, some sort of skill set or some sort of knowledge that you have that you can then kind of spread out to other people as best as you possibly can. Now, something that goes alongside with that is looking for spaces unoccupied. That's my number 2 recommendation. Look for spaces unoccupied. And this is something that I tried to do aggressively. I tried to make a guide for everything about PokeMMO that didn't exist. That was like my main goal. If there was already a guide for it, I might, come out with my own guide eventually if I thought that I could add something new or add something different to it. However, I really avoided creating guides that already existed for a really long time. This does a couple of things. First of all, it helps people find you, because if you're the only one who has the answer, they've got to come to you. Secondly, if you have like the best guide or the best video for that specific topic, it'll push you up to the front of YouTube. So if I have like the best gym rerun guide on YouTube, it'll push me up. That's a big deal. Being like the number 1 search result for something like that is a really big deal. So if people are enjoying that and people genuinely find that helpful, it helps out a ton. A really good example of this is, I believe if you just search PokeMMO on YouTube, there's a couple different videos come up, like 900,000 views of people doing like these little reviews of Pokemon. It's really interesting. It's a very artistic documentary style video, and they're very cool. So that sort of thing. Looking for spaces unoccupied. A really good, quick, pragmatic example to this is something that I've talked about a ton on my channel. If you want to like cut the line, and like even you can cut ahead of me, right? If you want to cut the line and get ahead of me, something you could do is create a berry farming guide or an Elite Four rerun guide. These are 2 topics that I haven't covered on my channel. I've even made a video talking about why I haven't covered these topics. So if you want to stand out, if you want to be different, if you want to answer a question that I haven't answered or someone else hasn't answered, look for that. Look for those topics that other people aren't willing to cover or haven't really gotten around to. Or you could just do something more creative, obviously, right? There's tons of creative content available for PokeMMO, and I think it's something that I talk about a ton. I would love to see more quality content creators, maybe some PokeMMO animations, maybe I would even like sketches or like some sort of creativity. I think it'd be really interesting to see some like artists come out of the PokeMMO community, whether it's like drawings, like sketch comedy in PokeMMO, like movies, making some sort of entertainment aspect. People do that for all kinds of games, and people always do that. Think of having like World of Warcraft sort of animations or like comedy stuff exist, or for any game. Even RuneScape has that stuff, or I think it's really interesting. Obviously, we're past the day and age of like music videos for video games, a little, little cringy at this point. I feel like they're a little too far past that, but if that's what you want to do, honestly, maybe that'll draw in an audience that we don't have. So I think it's always interesting to try to hit angles that people aren't hitting, and obviously it's difficult to. You have to watch enough content and see enough of what's going on to actually see what's missing. But I'm trying to show you guys. So that's what I do, right? So I'm trying to, hopefully I give enough examples where people can take what I'm saying and be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go learn about berry farming. I'm gonna go make a really in-depth guide on it. Like, that'd be awesome. Hopefully that's my goal today. And I don't mean to like compare every other content creator to me, or compare like you as a new content to me. But I think it's just a good example, since I just happen to be, and I don't think of myself, I hope this doesn't come off as too arrogant, because I truly don't think of myself, so much luck, right? I think YouTube is such a massive mixture of hard work and luck. It's such a 50-50 split. And some people might just end up working super, super hard and never really getting all of the acknowledgement they deserve. And that's one of the saddest parts, I feel like, of YouTube and of content creation. So I'm just trying to give all my information, all my insight, just from my experience, right? Like, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to come off as like I have all the right answers. I'm just trying to give you guys what I have learned over the past 14 months of full-time YouTube. So hopefully this is beneficial to you guys. And it is so much 50-50 luck and hard work. And then with that hard work comes into my final point, my third point. Do something, or release something every day. Consistently do something every day for sure, but release something every day, I think, has been one of the most beneficial things to me. Now, this isn't going to be the case for every content creator, but I think if you want to start from the ground up and grow, I do think releasing something every day is honestly probably pretty important. It's a lot of hard work. It's really, really difficult. If you're working a day job, if you have a family, if you have a wife, you have kids, releasing something every day is really difficult. However, that something can be like a lot of different things. So you could release something. You could release a YouTube short. You could release a YouTube video. You could do a small stream, even if it's like a 1 hour stream, right? Just a 1 hour stream every day. You could even a community post. I think that sometimes if you want to release like a poll or a community post or something on your YouTube community post is fantastic. So doing stuff like that, release something every day, just something, whether it's a video, whether it's a short, whether it's a stream, whether it's a community post or a poll, or some way to engage with and talk to your community and see what's going on and see how they're feeling that day, and give them that daily checkup. Like, let them know that you care about them, let them know that you're there for them every day, and let them know that you're playing this game every day and that you care about this game that they care about, right? I think at the end of the day, the viewers will know and they'll see if you truly care about what you're talking about. If you don't care about PokeMMO, don't become a PokeMMO YouTuber. You're not going to reach, big status. You're not going to reach 100K, 1 million subs. Like, you're not going to go crazy with PokeMMO YouTube, right? But damn, will you have like a fun time? And I think others can do it full time. Will you have an incredibly fun time along the way, playing the game that you love? And if you can make it full time, that's all I want to encourage people to do. It's not going to be for everyone, obviously. Like, there's a reason why it's like so few people can do it, but it's a lot of luck and a lot of hard work. So consistently do something every day is super, super important. Now, I wanted to call out the people that I think are consistently doing something every day right now, which are T-Nums and AFC Adino. These guys pretty much upload something every day. I'm pretty sure from the last time I checked right now, which is incredible. It's a really, really difficult thing to at least do something every day. For sure. I want to call out a couple more content creators here, but I do want to go ahead and do one last impromptu tip that I don't have written down, but I thought about it here on the spot. So something that I did that actually helped my YouTube grow a ton was I started posting only the higher quality and like more important guides on the PokeMMO Reddit. So spreading your content whenever possible, not in an annoying way. You have to be really, really careful with this. Really genuinely careful. You don't want to spread your content in an annoying way, because people will take note of that. People will see it and they will realize it. If you're spamming your videos every day on Reddit, people aren't going to enjoy that. If you're spamming your videos, if you're trying to like advertise that you're streaming or making videos in someone else's stream, this is something that's very disrespectful. And I do get it a decent bit, and most of the time people don't mean it that way. But try to never come into someone else's stream and say, hey, like I just got done streaming, or hey, like I'm gonna, like, you know, I enjoyed my stay, like I'm gonna go stream. Like, try not to like advertise your stuff like that. It's always been a weird thing, and that's something that, you know, we've still been honing the social etiquette of since 2013 or 2011 or so, since I started streaming, you know, a long time ago. And a lot of people don't see that or don't know that as part of my content. Well, obviously, I've been doing YouTube full time for 14-15 months, but I've been trying to make it as a content creator since as far back as 2011, when I started my Twitch, which is crazy, right? But anyways, I think that pretty much covers everything. That's mostly what I wanted to cover. I wanted to call out some of the great content creators. If you don't know the other guys, T-Nums, AFC Adino, I've already mentioned, Gixmergen, PokeMMO Investments, all of these guys will be linked down below. Dynamite MMO has some cool stuff as well. I'm sure there's some other guys I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but they'll be linked down below. So check those guys out if you want to see more PokeMMO content. Thank you guys for listening. I'm amazed if you made it to this point. You're probably an incredible viewer, incredible person. And hopefully you're having fun on PokeMMO today. Hopefully you're just enjoying this great game while I'm sitting here hatching some great videos. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Like the video if you enjoyed your stay today. Dislike it if you didn't. That's okay. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see daily PokeMMO content. The Discord link is down below to join a really cool community and just learn a ton about the game at a rapid pace, and then meet some of those other cool content creators and cool guys that are in this incredible community. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Peace. Thanks for watching until the end of the video, and if your name is on this list, thank you again. I really appreciate you guys watching my content, and I really appreciate you going above and beyond and supporting my content via YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, subs, etc., etc. Thank you guys once again, and just have a great day.